Welcome back to Chukitable Media. An ugly incident happened in Abuja yesterday, and the video has gone viral. Why? And what was the incident that happened in Abuja? And what is the reason that made it gone viral? It went viral because of the people involved, or an individual involved in this incident, in person of Kwam King Wasiu Ayinde Marshal, the musician or notable musician, as it was put. But what was the incident that happened that got him involved? There's an airline, or all of them, as you are looking at this video, they were on the tarmac, standing close to the door of an aircraft. I think the name of the aircraft is Valuejet, trying to board. We have people wearing different type of reflectors that read, as you can see here, Saho. You see it here, Saho, and you see a man in a jacket standing there, a woman climbing up the stairs of the aircraft, everybody moving in, trying to take their seat. Then suddenly you can now see the picture or the image of Kwam himself. And seems that the person that recorded this was just trying to record it clandestinely. So, because it's a very short video of 17 minutes. So, moving on, the second video shows the aircraft being parked over there, and only we have four individuals. Then we have Kwam himself making the fourth person. So what I learned was that argument broke out, and it involved Kwam himself, King Wasiu Ayinde, and it was reported that the security agent of the plane and the captain of the plane, which happens to be the pilot, warned King Wasiu Ayinde Marshal not to enter or not to board the plane with a kind of bottle that he has in his hand. And the bottle, why will he not enter with the bottle that he has in his hand? We all know the aircraft law or airport law that you are not allowed to bring water or anything liquid into the plane when you want to board, for security reasons of yourself and others. But King Wasiu Ayinde Marshal, handling his own bottle in his hand or having the bottle in his hand, was asked to drop the bottle and not to take the bottle inside the plane. But King Wasiu Ayinde Marshal refused the order, and the pandemonium broke up. He wasn't allowed to go in to the plane. So eventually, the door of the plane was closed, and King Wasiu Ayinde Marshal was left outside there with other three security agents of the plane. But what happened there was so annoying, and it's actually not expected that it's definitely not going to be okay or like this internationally, because we saw in the picture that the plane almost ran down King Wasiu Ayinde Marshal. But eventually, there's a letter that came out from FAN explaining what really happened in details. And that is where I want to take you, so that at least we will all be on the same page to understand the incident that King Wasiu Ayinde Marshal got himself into yesterday. The letter from FAN read, Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria (FAAN) addresses incident at Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport. The Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria (FAAN) wishes to formally address the incident that occurred on Monday, 5th August 2025 at the domestic terminal of the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja. The incident involved a notable Nigerian musician, King Wasiu Ayinde Marshal, also known as K1 the Ultimate, and a pilot of Valuejet Airlines. Preliminary investigation confirmed that the passenger was scheduled to board The morning flight to Lagos, operated by Valuejet Airlines, flight VK201. During boarding, the passenger attempted to carry an unidentified liquid substance on board, despite repeated warnings from aviation security, heavy sec personnel, and the flight captain. In accordance with international aviation standard, security standards, specifically Nigerian National Civil Aviation Security Program (NCASP) and ICAO Annex 17, liquids exceeding 100 ml are not permitted through security screening unless medically necessary and properly declared. The passenger was informed of this regulation but reportedly declined to comply. As boarding continued, an airline security officer asked the passenger to step aside for further clarification. The passenger allegedly refused and spilled the content of the flask on the officer, which turned out to be alcohol. The flight captain intervened but faced similar resistance. After confirming that boarding was complete, she instructed the closure of the aircraft door. At this juncture, the passenger moved to the front of the aircraft and refused to leave the area despite repeated requests. He was ultimately escorted away by AVSEC crime unit for further investigation, after which he was released. FAAN reiterates its unwavering commitment for safety and security of all passengers, crew, and airport personnel. The authority will not tolerate any action that compromise operational integrity or undermine aviation safety standards, regardless of individual involved. This matter remain under thorough investigation, and all parties found culpable will be held accountable according to the law. FAAN is dedicated to uphold the highest standard of professionalism, safety, and regulatory compliance across all airports. That is exactly how the incident went, according to the investigation by fan that I got online, and that is what I'm trying to intimate you with. You can see what happened here. I am not here to judge. You can judge if you like, if you want. And I am not going to castigate King Wasiu and Ide Masha. Not at all, because I wasn't there when the incident happened, and both parties should be able to solve their problems so that at least there will be orderliness, and bad precedents should not be laid, and other passengers or fellow passengers will also not be disturbed or delayed while taking their own flight. I think decorum, ethic, mannerism, should come to play here, because what I see here or what I saw in the video, did not actually meet the international standard, because Kim Wasiu and Masha almost got himself killed by the aircraft.
Wait now, share you strong. Why you not wait?
So let us listen to an eyewitness account of what happened on the tarmac on Monday. Let's listen.
Yeah, morning all. I'm very aware of this incident. When it happened yesterday morning, I was with the owner of Valuejet, Kunle Shoname. We were together in Ikene. And, it was on the phone for almost 30 minutes, pleading with Alaji, Emma Binu, Alaji, please, Alaji, blah, blah. So after getting off the phone, I asked him what exactly is going on. And he told me that Wasiu Ayinde, Kwam 1, is the passenger on his Valuejet flight to Lagos from Abuja. When they requested at the point of entry to the aircraft, to see what he had in his flask. He had a flask with him, just to confirm that it's water or, not acid or whatever. The man refused. And in anger, the man opened the flask and poured it on the captain, captain and the crew. He splashed all of them with water, you know. So the captain, a female captain, she was really visibly upset and said that she's not going to take him on that flight for what he did. So she refused. And then he was disembarked. So the guy now went and stood in front of the aircraft, saying that aircraft is not going to leave, Abuja. I think that was why she now maybe taxied off the way she did. But that's what happened, yeah. Anyways, at the end of the day, Shoname now, arranged a private jet to take him to Lagos, just to compensate and apologize for, the pilot's actions. But the guy just wouldn't take it. He was still shouting and he was just, visibly angry. So the man was now taken to a crime scene at the airport by the airport authorities. Apparently, maybe he had been drinking or whatever. He was intoxicated. So he wasn't really in control of his emotions. And the flight that was supposed to take him to Lagos, the private jet, had to leave because he needed to take somebody to Gombe. That's how he missed out on that opportunity as well. So he ended up coming back to Lagos on another Valuejet, flight at 1:30 in the afternoon. So that's how the thing ended up.
This is Chokitable Media. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Put on your notification button and let us discuss in the comment section. Thank you. Bye bye for now.